Yo, what's up, Craig?
Craig. Did you like my Donald Duck impression?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I can't speak with it, but I can do that.
Oh, fuck. Welcome back.
Spectated 34. 34. I feel like we've been in the low 30s for a while.
Yeah, but that's how it be. That's how it be, you know.
That's what happens when finals week starts rolling up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then episodes got to get scrapped because it's like, well, these are just outdated now.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's like, yeah, the things it's whatever.
Yeah,
exactly. We're holding on to these low 30s.
But
getting through
we are up to date on Spotify. So this is 34. I'll have to start I'm off the next few days, so I can start downloading the video format and uploading them to YouTube. I don't think you ever gave me an answer on like how you felt about the Spectated solo idea.
I thought I said I liked it.
Okay, because you were like, okay. I remember that. I couldn't recall if you gave affirmation on it or not.
No, I was affirming. And
I'm thinking, I don't know, with that, like what, maybe both of us make like one a month, maybe two a month. It's like a lot looser with the scheduling than this, for sure. Yeah, we've been doing this for like over a year, I think, expand a little bit.
Yeah, cast a wider net out there.
Exactly.
I got it.
How I feel about our podcast over like certain other podcasts is like they're a lot like how they are specific things, right? I feel like we're like an NBA 2K where it's like you don't want to be a 99 in shooting and a 60 and everything else, you know what I mean? We're like that 75 to 80 margin, like kind of net wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I like that we just talk about what we want.
Yeah, exactly.
We talk about a Mexican guy in a Sonic the Hedgehog costume
that haunts me. That literally haunts me through multiple dreams.
Or Sonic is like. No human can make this trip. I never said it was Sonic.
Sonic.
Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Like, you know what I mean, though? It's like the door opens, you see Sonic, and you're like, that just makes sense. Anyway, we probably sound like idiots right now. If you don't know what we're talking about.
Context, we definitely... It's like, what are these guys on?
Well, what episode was it in?
Dude, that was pretty early on.
No, it was in the 20s.
I think it was in the teens, man.
There's no way. Let me fact check this. I think
all I know is it was a pretty decent while ago.
Did you title it based off that? Yeah, Strange Dreams.
Strange Dreams.
Yeah, episode 17, you're right. The teens. Episode 17.
Yeah. Dude,
that's a good one. Go watch that. Go watch.
That's
a good one. That's a good one. If you want the context. Anyway, today is the Spooderman episode. Ranking all of the Spooderman movies.
Yeah. Including the spin-offs. I will say including the spin-offs.
Including the 3 spin-offs, right?
And I will say, mine off the bat, like right off the cuff, I got some opinions in here. Gonna be a little controversial. Gonna be...
I think you might be a little surprised.
I don't think it's gonna be anything like, oh my gosh, that's, but like... It's definitely a little spicy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a light jalapeno, you know. It's no super hot, super hot ghost pepper. It's just kind of like a jalapeno, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's been my takes lately, though, with
Yeah, some jalapeno takes for sure.
with Mario, and then like with some of the Zelda games. There's been some jalapeno takes, apparently. Apparently, thinking Twilight Princess isn't in the top 5 is a ghost pepper take, which I don't understand, but... But yeah, that being said, so it's 13 movies, so we will be ranking all 13. There's no point in doing a top 10 for 13 movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just do the full thing at that point. Especially because we know what 3 movies would be cut. Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, that being said, do you want to start with your 13? Or do you want me to start?
Well, I wanted to just quickly mention just like the update. Yeah. So D-Hop is favored to go to the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
And then Heat Nuggets are tied up 1-1 NBA Finals. Jokic been performing. Jimmy Butler kind of average, but Bam's been stepping up really.
Isn't he getting like targeted though?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's him. But Jokic is just a beast, though. Like,
what's up with Jokic? Like, what's up with the Nuggets when he scores 40 points? They just lose.
Yeah, literally. Like, I mean, both games, Jokic is clearly the best player of the series. Like, he's like the best player that's left in this tournament, you know? Mm-hmm. But it's just like the rest of his team is not stepping up at all. Where the Heat, the other guys are stepping up. You know what I mean? And that's what wins games.
Better call up Jamal Murray's girlfriend.
True. Get her on the horn.
Dude, she got that ball handling. What can I say?
But yeah.
Yeah. Not a whole lot to talk about with sports because, you know, we'll talk about finals when they're over, which could be as soon as this weekend.
I got my list.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
I'll get into it.
Let's go.
Sorry. Did I cut you off? You weren't saying nothing, right?
Nah, nothing important.
Oh, fuck. I'm dying.
10 minutes nose off.
Yeah, literally. Oh, fuck. Hold on. You want to see something crazy real quick?
Sure. Let's do it.
A polar bear bong.
Dude, where'd you get that?
Off of some website. And I got these palm leaves. Look at these.
Is it the?
These are blunts, but it's palm leaves, like from a palm tree.
Bro, I want one.
Okay, I'll smoke you up.
But was that the website that our boy Zachariah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in the video that he made too.
Yeah. When you were like, it's like, boo, littering's bad, and you're like, don't litter.
Yeah.
Feeling goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, dude, I was cracking up. Sorry, my mind is so spacious right now. So when I was editing our video, right, what I noticed is the one that was like glitched out and it said it stopped for me at like an hour and like 10 minutes, and for you it was like an hour 33. Mm-hmm. The whole thing was over 2.5 hours because it was continued until we left here to go to Discord. So, because I was looking at the transcript, I was like, what do you mean I'm being formal? I'm just saying your fucking name. And I was like, oh, he's on Discord. Dude, it was so... I was so tempted to leave it. I just thought it would have been so funny. But, I just thought that was amusing. I got a chuckle out of you fucking roasting because you were repeatedly saying someone's first name.
Yeah.
Number 1, Morbius. That's the best movie.
Yeah. What I was trying to get into before I started fucking dying. Like, I was going to jump in at 13. And at 13, you already know it's Morbius.
Oh, why is your 13 my number 1?
It's Morbius at 13. No. Because I think it is shameful for Morbius to even be on a top anything list, so you have to put it on last place in defiance of the list.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? But like, anyway...
Nothing else compares to it.
Exactly. So it's like, why is it even on the list? Just put it at the bottom. There's no point.
It's like, actually ranked number 0.
Exactly. Like, there's no point to rank it number 1 because it's like everybody knows, so there's no point. So you just put it in last. It's just that.
Dude, I find it so funny that... What is it with Gen Z that is like, we can astronomically bully in such large numbers? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Sonic, just bully.
Yeah.
Morbius, collectively, just it's Morbin time.
Exactly.
$10 more billion.
Oh. Yeah. But yeah, so at 13 I have Morbius. What you got?
I agree. At 13 I do also have Morbius. It is like it is a movie. It
is certainly a movie that has been made.
Yes. And it's to the point that it's like, I have no comments about this said alleged movie.
Exactly. Alleged movie.
That's why I gotta start referring to it as it's an alleged movie.
It's an alleged movie. It is certainly an alleged movie.
It's allegedly a feature film.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got at 13.
Yeah, there's like no comments about it.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
It is certainly a movie.
Allegedly.
At 12, Venom Carnage. Venom Let There Be Carnage. It's not very good.
Other than like 2 moments. I think there's probably like 2 moments in that movie that I liked.
Yeah. It was just not very good. It was not very remarkable.
Yeah. I did not care for it very much.
Carnage was kind of cringe. Like, I don't know. It was just pretty cringy.
Yeah, I think only moment...
I'm not a fan.
I think the only moment that I liked it wasn't even like funny that got a chuckle out of me was like the not you father, him father. You know what I'm talking about? Like with the priest. I think that's the only moment that I was like, other than that, like, I don't know. It just wasn't. It wasn't as movie as Morbius was.
Exactly. And it was just a severe downgrade from the first Venom movie. Yeah. Severe downgrade.
Which that's my number 11. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I got some controversial take then.
Yeah, or maybe I have the controversial take because, like,
yeah,
it really comes down to for Venom. Tom Hardy just carried it. Everything else, like the plot was kind of stale. A lot of the side characters I didn't care about. The villain I didn't care about. You know what I mean? Like
Canovals.
Oh, he's chilling. Oh, dude, he just went dead weight on.
Get that shit out of my face.
He's fucking caressing you with his tail.
Yeah. Oh no, you knocked my phone over. Come on, Vols. What are you doing, man? He's trying to eat my headphones. What is going on, dude? You little weirdo. You need to calm down. Okay. I want to get into Venom a little bit more when I get to it on my list, I think.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So you had Venom at 11.
I did.
At 11, I have Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think of
That's a
the Tom Holland
take right there.
Yeah, I think of the Tom Holland trilogy, it's the worst.
Really? Okay.
I think it's the worst. And I don't really like it at all. TBH, I don't really like it at all. I don't like the villain. I don't like any of like the little plot lines really. I don't like that he's Iron Man's little bitch. Like, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I don't really like that. So it's just not for me. It's just not for me.
I got you.
I don't like it.
I enjoy. It's a very light-hearted little movie, which I like.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I agree that it caused some concern, especially because like, I mean, it grew to like by the end of the movie, he wanted to do his own thing, right, and be like the friendly neighborhood
Yeah.
Spider-Man, right? But then it kind of caused like this weird like loop. It was like, oh, he was Iron Man's little bitch. He wanted to do his own thing. Then in Infinity War, he was Iron Man's little bitch again, and he wanted to do his own thing. And then he's, you know,
Yeah, exactly. I don't like it.
it is a constant loop.
Yeah.
Which it definitely has issues. It has issues for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the suit's a little weird with all the black stripes and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Am I 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what were you saying?
What you got at 10?
Funnily enough, all the movies with Venom are all in a row. Give me Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
Spider-Man 3, don't get me wrong.
It's goofy.
It's so goofy. Corny and cheesy that it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a bad movie.
It is a really bad movie.
It is so bad.
It's a bad movie.
Like, it's one of those movies that's like, it's so bad that you can just watch it over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
You can get enjoyment out of how not good it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seeing Bully Maguire isn't good. It is disgusting, but it's also so hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Kenobi, what are you doing, man? Jeez.
And like some of the, you know, like, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know if this is a hot take, but fuck Mary Jane Watson in those movies. And
she's a bitch.
Trilogy,
she's a bitch.
Hate her. I hate her, especially in Spider-Man 3, so much. And then, like, Topher Grace was such a bad casting for Venom. It didn't know how to handle multiple villains. It was a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basically beginning to end, that movie was a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Still hilarious to watch, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's not very... We'll get to it on my list shortly.
Mm.
At number 10, I have The Amazing Spider-Man.
Really? The first one?
Yeah, the first one. I don't really like it. First off, you know, like, it's been said, Andrew Garfield is not a good Peter Parker. And I agree with that sentiment. It's just not a believable Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not like Andrew Garfield is not getting bullied. This is kind of weird, not believable. So I don't really like it. I don't like the villain at all. I think the villain's super weak.
Yeah.
And I just don't really care. He's kind of boring. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't really like it that much. That's what I got. 10.
Okay. At my 9, I got The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh. Okay.
It's,
I might be a little controversial with that too.
much like Spider-Man 3, it's a messy movie and a messy
very messy.
plotline.
Mm-hmm.
It's like another one of those things. It's Andrew Garfield and why am I drawing a blank on Gwen?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, yeah. They carried. It's like their chemistry and stuff. It carried the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Electro was such a... Oh my god. That was so bad. Electro was just a bad villain. The Green Goblin at the end was a bad villain. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it other than just like... And like the fact that they did like the comic arcs where it's like his parents were secret agents
Mm-hmm.
is it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
It is pretty lame.
I don't know. I think
It's pretty lame.
Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of captures that comic book feel to me.
I agree. I think I agree.
And he has probably the best spider suit in this movie, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Everything else is just subpar to bad with it.
Okay, that's fair. No, that's fair. At number 9, that's at number 9 is where I have Spider-Man 3. So we already kind of talked about it. Like, it's just not very good. Venom was kind of shit. TBH.
Yeah.
Everything is just kind of lame. It's just too corny. It's just not a good movie.
Bully Maguire was the highlight of that movie for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I have at 9. What you got at 8? What you got?
8, I have Spider-Man Far From Home.
Ooh, that's what I have at 8 too.
Oh, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's be real. Gaslight, Gatekeep,
Yep.
Girl Boss, Gyllenhaal carried.
Real.
He carried that movie.
You did.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It didn't feel like a great way to follow up Endgame and to begin with.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know. It just felt so weird for like a Spider-Man movie. It just and I don't even know where to start, honestly. Like the elementals were like,
lame. They were so lame.
They were lame. And then like the Skrulls being Nick Fury and stuff. I was like, about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, again, I liked Mysterio. I think Tom Holland is a good actor, but other than that,
I just don't really like him as Spider-Man either.
Oh yeah.
He's like, he feels too much like a kid to me. I want Peter Parker to feel a little bit older.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, you'll
to
probably
me,
get that in new Spider-Man movies because, with No Way Home, he went through shit.
yeah. But it's like, I like the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, where it's like, he feels like an 18, 19-year-old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not where, like, Tom Holland, it feels like I'm watching, like, a 13-year-old. or a 14-year-old. It's like, I don't want a little kid Spider-Man. I want a little bit more matured.
Oh, I got you.
So I don't really like his character. I don't like his Peter Parker.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it honestly depends on, like, the movie, and it depends on moment to moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like...
Mm-hmm.
Like, I liked him in Civil War.
Yeah.
Homecoming...
Yeah.
Homecoming was a scene-to-scene determined whether I liked him or not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, yeah, again, like, how it's his arc with Iron Man Jr., like, how, going in a circle. How I feel about Tom Holland and those movies kind of went in a circle, too.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Andrew Garfield, you know, whereas the movies that he had, I mean, I have a controversial take with his other movie, but, like, they're not seen as all that amazing and stuff. Like, I think his performance was the best out of the three. Because, like, Tobey Maguire was also very stiff and wooden.
Yeah. His acting range is not nearly as good.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So what 7?
7? 7 is where I have Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
I think, again, it's just a good, like, lighthearted movie. I think Michael Keaton was some good casting for the Vulture. There's not, again, with, like, some of these movies, there's not a whole lot to say with them. I don't like that, you know, he was... Oh, I want to impress Mr. Stark. I want to impress Mr. Stark.
Like, that completely ruins the movie for me.
Yeah, what
I'm like, this isn't Spider-Man.
The opening
this is a bitch.
scene where it was like, do a flip, and like when he's like, does anyone have a pen? And he like writes, is this your bike? If not, don't take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's stuff like that is like the moments that I liked. My boy Ned Leeds eating up the movie like he eats up the buffet.
True.
Yeah, nothing super memorable with it, but it's a good, like, coming of age type of story, I guess.
Yeah, it's just not my vibe. It's just not my vibe.
That's really what it is. It is like a coming of age story. But again, with all the movies that followed it, it went in a circle. Yeah. What you got, 7?
At 7, I have Venom. The first Venom. Because, I don't know, Tom Hardy, I think just solo carries it this high, honestly. Like, their relationship, it was good humor, it was funny, but it was also, like good acting, you know? And I think that really carries it for me. It's like, yeah, the story's kind of, like, shitty, not that good, but I'm like, I think his acting really carries it, and the story is passable enough where I don't really care. It's like, I'm there to watch, this is like a buddy cop movie for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, this is, like, Venom, this is like a Rush Hour for me, or whatever, you know, or like a Shanghai Nights. This is what this is to me.
Pineapple
so
Express.
It's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. That's what this is to me. So it's like, I'm not here looking for some crazy plot or, like, crazy whatever, right? I'm here for the relationship. And that's why I like it a lot. That's why I got to ask 7. That's my take.
I got you. Oh my gosh, which movie was it that... This was me coming out of Across the Spiderverse when James Franco is like, I have nothing left except Spider-Man. PlayStation players watching their what is it, like venue or whatever it's called. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Am I 6? I got this is probably gonna be a hot, spicy take to people. There's gonna be people who are offended about this one. I got Spider-Man No Way Home at the 6.
No, that's not controversial. Like, you'll see. I don't think that's that spicy.
I can guarantee there's going to be people who think it's a spicy take.
For sure.
Like,
But again, there is just something about Tom Holland that does not feel like Spider-Man. Or, like, he is just... Like, he's not a bad actor, but he's just not as good or as mature, you know what I mean? And he's a little bit cringy. Like, he is a little bit cringy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it.
I think that, like, the cinematography and, like, the soundtrack were a lot better than the first two movies in his trilogy. Like, a lot... Some of the cinematography, like, some of those scenes, it was, like, really good. Like, along with the music, like, after Aunt May died. Like, moments like that, really, really good. And then, you know, Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin being the villain. I love Willem Dafoe. And his Green Goblin is just such a menace that... He's like the epitome of, like, Black Air Force energy. He just wants to be a nuisance.
Yeah. Like, he's just trying to fuck some shit up. Like, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, that being said, I mean, there are gripes, like, you know, Doctor Strange, this whole, like, in and out of the movie. He basically set up the plot, and then they got rid of him the whole time.
Yeah, he's just like, I can't really do anything. Peace.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, like, the plot isn't really all that amazing. Especially because you could be like, there's Skrulls in this universe that humans don't know about, so you could convince people that, you know, he's not, Peter Parker isn't, you know, he could make everyone forget about Mysterio. You could, you know, like, there's so many alternatives.
It's just a bad premise.
Yeah,
it's like he just fucked up his wish.
Exactly. And then, you know, it's like the third act is good, and the third act is a lot of fun. The chemistry between the three Spider-Men is really, really enjoyable and fun to watch. But again, even with things like that, I'm like, Andrew Garfield, he solos. Like, I mean, some of my favorite moments are just lines between, like, him and Toby, and, like, after Toby got stabbed, when Andrew was like, "Oh, you are in so much pain." Like, stuff like that. I don't... It's a good movie. It is. And it's fun to watch.
But it's a little overrated, for sure.
It is definitely overrated. It definitely has lost its novelty for me, too. Like, it's not much... Like, I like it more than I like the other two in the trilogy, but it's not really a watch-at-home movie, either.
Exactly.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, it's like, I don't really want to watch it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't
like,
really
I like
care
it
that
more
much.
than the other two. And, you know...
but it's like, I don't want to watch it again.
Yeah. Exactly. Which, I don't know. Call me crazy, I guess. Yeah. What do you have at your number 6?
This is where I have Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I want to get into. Like,
wow.
I kind of fuck with it, man.
Really?
It's all over the place, but, like, I kind of fuck with it. I think, like, the Emma Stone, Andrew Garfield acting was just superb.
That movie...
This is, like, why I had Venom at 7, right behind this. Because both of these movies, I'm there for the acting and the relationships of the characters. I don't really care what else is going on.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and
It's just kind of pretty cool too. Like Gwen Stacy dies, like that's cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though?
Dude, there's nothing I love more than watching Emma Stone get fucking murked.
Yeah, exactly.
Just watching her go.
But I feel like it's like holy shit, like they killed her. It's like holy shit.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the latter half of Amazing Spider-Man, I think are the moments that best shows Spider-Man as a character. Like towards the beginning of the movie when like that kid is getting like his like school project or whatever broke, like, and he's getting bullied, and you know Spider-Man helps him. And he's like, "Oh, this is a wind turbine. This is so cool." And he like fixes it with his web. He's like, "You want me to walk you back?" And then they're walking. He's like, "What's your name?" And the kid says his name. He's like, "Oh, hey, I'm Spider-Man." Like it's like moments like that. Like that is Spider-Man. Spider-Man isn't always fighting bad guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, he's sticking out for the little guy, and that's why I like the first moment of Homecoming.
Because he's still deep down your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
He's just your dude that goes around and helps dudes in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit! No, Pochita! No! Out! Ugh. No! Pochita!
What the... What?
Oh my god!
What just happened?
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Okay, I'm back.
What was that?
The robot vacuum busted into my room. Because I don't let it into my room because it gets stuck under my bed.
Yeah.
You know?
And terrifies the kitties, probably.
Yeah, and they hate it. And so it came up to the door, pushed it open, and just ramped over the blanket I have there that, like, blocks it.
I thought you were holding, like, one of the cats. I was like, what are you doing?
No, that would have been funny.
I was like, I thought you were just kicking Kira out, going like, fuck you, Kira.
Yeah, fuck you, Kira. Get out of here.
I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but like the reason I like that first like main scene of like Homecoming or whatever, like when he was Spider-Man, is like that was kind of like friendly neighborhood, you know?
Yeah.
You know, moments like that, and it's like I don't know, like the Rhino is super bad in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Electro, all the villains were so bad.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
But like,
they were pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I do fuck with Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield for sure.
That's why I like it.
Not only do I fuck with them, but you know, I would fuck with them. And mainly Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, I would. Andrew Garfield, I would.
That's a good-looking dude right there. That's a handsome man who has kissed Ryan Reynolds, who's also a handsome man. Do you remember that?
No.
No? I think it was the Oscars or the Emmys or something like that. I guess that they were like, if Ryan Reynolds, they were sitting next to each other at like one of the tables, and Andrew Garfield was jokingly like, if you win, you should kiss me instead of your wife. And Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds. And he was like, okay. And he didn't win. And they're like, you want to kiss anyway? And so they did.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Don't mind them, just two attractive dudes.
Yeah.
Kissing
there's two dudes making out.
And just cause. One of their wives is right there. Although I can't lie, dude. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's marriage is kind of the goal in life. It's pretty.
I don't know.
It's pretty funny.
I don't know. That might be controversial.
How so?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
It just
know?
might be. It might be.
It might be kind. It's a little silly.
Might be.
A little silly. It's because your dream relationship is to be like Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
No, I want to be like Cat Dog. You ever seen Cat Dog? I want to be like Cat Dog.
You want to just tape yourselves together?
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to conjoin.
Reverse human centipede?
Yeah.
Like what? I'll be like, Cat
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah, exactly. That is my, that's my dream gold relationship.
Cat Dog.
Yeah.
I really hope that Emily knows about this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she knows and agrees.
Okay, she's on board. She's on board with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know.
For sure.
Dude, what do you have at your number 5?
This is where I have No Way Home.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's like, again, it's like, I feel like it was only a theater experience. This was just Endgame, man. Like, this movie is just Endgame. Like, it's good. It's good, but I don't really want to watch it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean?
I do.
It's just like Endgame. It's literally Endgame, where it's like you're there to watch it in the theater for the scope, the scale, the events. But afterwards, you don't really care that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I had to have it at 5, which I agree. Like, having it at 5 and 6, respectively, it's like, that might be a little controversial to people, because I feel like it is really hyped up. And I feel like there are quite a few people who would have it at 1. Quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 20 to 30% of people, at least, would have it at the number 1.
Definitely top 3. I think they definitely have it in top 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It just, like, it's good, but like, yeah, to me, the replay value, it just isn't super there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you can tell the moments that they're like, oh, there's gonna be people cheering, so it's like such an awkward pause watching it alone.
Mm-hmm.
And like stuff like that. It's like watching the like Big Bang Theory with no laugh track.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't watch it not in the theater.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you start going, whoa, yay, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
that'll probably sound a little weird to the people listening on Spotify. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I was clapping, guys. I was
Yeah.
clapping. My
Yeah.
cheeks.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I have it at 5. It's just,
Yeah.
it doesn't really compare to the rest.
I got you.
All right. Did you say your 5?
I did not see my 5.
Oh, okay.
It's a spicy take. The Amazing Spider-Man. That's my number 5.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty controversial. It's not that good.
I think the cinematography was good, and like the way they did the story was. I liked that it was different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like the tone.
It was a little bit different. Yeah.
But the tone was different and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Garfield and Peter Parker and Aunt May's chemistry was really good. I like that they gave Uncle Ben like an actual character outside of dying.
Dying, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because like Spider-Man like 2002, with great power comes great responsibility, dies. In this, it's like, oh, well, you can see that, he wasn't as smart as his brother. He's more of like a handyman. He had a bunch of bowling trophies, so like he's a good bowler. Like he actually has character, which I like. I really like when characters are established, even if it's things that you're not really going to visit again, because it makes them more believable. If that makes sense. And then there's the moment that they thought that Peter was high because like he had just gotten his powers and he was like eating out of the fridge. He's like, "This is your meatloaf. It beats all other meatloafs." And he like grabs a bunch of food and he goes to his room. And like Aunt May was like, "Something's wrong with that boy," and Uncle Ben is like, "Yeah, like no one likes your meatloaf." And she's like, "Why didn't you say something? I've been making it for you for 25 years." Like, like stuff like that.
It's cool. It is cool.
It is definitely it's good at establishing the characters and stuff, which I really like. Andrew Garfield is also the only Spider-Man that kind of like moves like a spider and like feels like a spider.
Yeah, he's a lot more like loose and fluid.
Yeah, exactly. And like how he acts with people is pretty amusing. Although the stuff I don't like, I do not like that it starts off as a revenge story. I don't care for that all that much.
I think Lizard is just a lame villain too.
He is a pretty lame villain. I do like that Peter is awkward, and like, I don't know. I think people hate on and say Andrew Garfield's a bad Peter Parker because like it's like, oh well, he wouldn't get bullied like you said. And it's like, well, all the stuff that he did was like considered kind of nerdy and geeky and stuff. And it's like skateboarding, sure, it wasn't like super nerdy, but it was still like something outsiders did in 2010 the movie was made, something like that. It's like, it's not his fault that he's hot, you know what I mean? Like, the only reason you think that he wouldn't get bullied is because he's hot.
Yeah, literally.
It's nothing wrong with like how they portrayed him or anything like that. Yeah,
But no, it's just not believable.
I gotcha. But like, yeah, and also his, again with the character establishment and the character chemistry, like they made Flash an actual character other than, being a dick.
I didn't really like him that much, but yeah, they did develop him more as a character for sure.
He wasn't like, he wasn't a stereotypical bully. Like when his uncle died, like, he was trying to be compassionate. And then, Captain Stacy, Gwen's dad, his chemistry with like Peter Parker and Spider-Man, things like that, moments like the first time that I felt, this is when I felt that like they established like who Spider-Man is in the movies, is like when Peter was saving like the kid that was like on the bridge. His whole like attempt of de-escalation to like calm the kid down and stuff like that felt a lot like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like going back to
for sure.
Things that feel the most like a friendly neighborhood guy. Like taking off the mask and telling him, put it on, it'll give him powers. Moments.
Yeah, he felt like a genuinely good guy.
Exactly.
Like a good Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. He felt like he was just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, a damn near flawless superhero.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, controversial, but I think it's a really good film because of, like, character establishment and depth. That's the big thing.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Okay. At number 4, I got Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire. For, like, the first one.
Okay.
That's what I got at 4. What can I say? I like it. Obviously, I have it at 4. I like it. It's pretty good. It's what I grew up with.
It's gonna be where one of my spicy takes comes in too.
Okay. I think it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we have the same top 4, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Different order though.
Obviously, it's like I don't really like Mary Jane that much. Her character's just kind of shit. TBH. Tobey Maguire's pretty solid though, all around, both as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I like him. Green Goblin is obviously just so devious. Like, he's just like a good supervillain.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dude, he's like a mini Joker, you know, not quite Joker level, but he's kind of just a mini Joker. He's just there to fuck some shit up, and it's kind of crazy.
He's the antithesis of what Spider-Man is.
Exactly. Like he's petty. He's so petty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man would help an old lady cross the street, Green Goblin is like putting a trap door right at the end of the street for the old lady to fall into. That he's helping cross the street. Like, that's what he would do. He's that petty. And I love him. But yeah, it's like, this is why I have it at 4 and why I have it below some of the other ones. Is because it's like, I definitely think it feels a little dated at this point. The CGI is not that good.
The entire Raimi trilogy is very dated.
It is dated. Like, it's all dated, but this feels the worst of them.
Yeah. Came out 21 years ago, so...
Yeah. So it does feel a little bit dated. So it's just like a little, like that cheesiness I feel does take away from it a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a little too cheesy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, okay, what you got?
At 4, again, it's pretty spicy. I got Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
I don't like it as much as I like the first Spider-Man movie. I think they're both very corny. And I think the plot is probably better for Spider-Man 2, but like I don't like Doc Ock as much as I like, Green Goblin. I don't like...
Yeah, Doc Ock is definitely lamer. He's still good.
Yeah.
Still good, but he's definitely lamer.
And like off of the top of my head, I can't remember a whole lot of moments from Spider-Man 2. I can remember...
I mean, like the train scene, obviously.
The train scene,
Doc Ock going crazy in his lab.
Yeah. Eat your vegetables. I remember that. Eating a hot dog. Was pizza... I think Pizza Time was part of Spider-Man 2.
I think so, yeah. I think it was at the beginning.
Yeah. Pizza Time. But yeah, it's like I can't remember a whole lot about... I can remember more with Spider-Man than I can with Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that is true. Because I have Spider-Man 2 at my 3.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Glad that we have the same... I think our 3 and 4 just flipped, and our 1 and 2 are probably just flipped.
Yeah, I think so as well. But yeah, I just think Spider-Man 2 is a little bit better overall. I think the Spider-Man's good. Like, the themes, I think, were way better. Like, I think, like, the plot and themes kind of carried it that far, where it's like, it was feeling almost like, instead of a superhero movie, like, that this is just a good movie. Like, this is a well-directed movie, is what it was starting to feel like, and that's why I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's like, damn, this movie could win some awards. Like, this is pretty good.
I don't know. Like, it didn't resonate with me as much as, like, the first one. Stuff like that. And especially as my
That's
1
fair.
and 2. My 1 and 2 are not just, my favorite Spider-Man movies. They're probably some of my favorite movies in general.
True.
Like, extremely good. Yeah, I don't know. Right. I mean, if you guys haven't figured it out by now, my 3 is Spider-Man. It's, again, just flipping. Yeah, I
It's just pretty good.
I like Green Goblin. I do like Gobby a lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Even like the cornball moments, like how
Mm-hmm.
bad the CG skeletons are when he threw like the grenade thing.
Yeah, on the balconies.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
look
god,
so
they're
bad,
so
but
bad.
it's
When I was when I was saying it feels dated. That's the first thing that pops in my head.
yeah, it was funny though. It was funny to see.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's definitely goofy.
yeah,
Like
it's
it's pretty
definitely a
over the top,
goofy movie, that's for sure.
and it had a little bit of homophobia early on too.
Oh yeah, that's a cute
In the
outfit. Did your
wrestling
husband
place,
make
yeah,
it
he's
for
like,
you?
yeah, did your boyfriend
Or
make
did
it?
your,
Like,
yeah.
it's like,
Whoa.
yes, he did.
Yeah.
You homophobe.
I love the amount of memes the Raimi trilogy has, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, dude. Yeah, that's a cute outfit. Did your husband make it? Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Dude!
It's literally the least serious of any of the Spider-Man movies.
True. True. It,
Like it's just the least serious. Like it's just kind of fucking around and finding out,
pretty much. Pretty much. I like,
and it's pretty damn good.
I Flash in it when he's like, I wouldn't want to fight me neither, and his fighting stance is like this.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. It's so funny, and the fact that
Mm-hmm.
this is also a dated thing. Like it's like 30-year-olds playing high schoolers that like don't look like high schoolers at all.
Mm-hmm.
It, it's funny. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
it
goofy.
is a goofy movie.
It is really goofy. It is really goofy.
Definitely a fun watch. It's a fun watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we have the same one and two, just flipped.
We do. We do.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
Uh, I mean, we can talk about the first one first.
Yeah, we'll do the first one first.
So yeah, my
So this is my number one, your number two.
yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're both phenomenal movies.
Oh, dude.
Both phenomenal movies.
Peak.
Very close. Very close.
Eek.
Very close, too. Very close.
Yeah. Uh,
But to me, the one was just such a good movie. Like, I had to rewatch that movie a couple times, like, pretty quick. And it was like, obviously, I think Miles Morales is my favorite Spider-Man that we have seen in these four different Spider-Mans we've seen, you know?
I also do like that, with the comics and stuff, I did not like Miles. Miles was like
No.
kind of generic Peter. Into the Spider-Verse kind of reinvented his character and
Yeah,
made him like,
and you
likable.
you kind of like relate with him a little bit more, you know? Like you can relate with his teenager phase. Like see how like Miles Morales portrays a young Spider-Man infinitely better than Tobey Maguire did. Infinitely better.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom Holland, I mean. Tom Holland.
Yeah,
sorry,
I knew what you
sorry,
meant.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Holland, it's like it's a little bit cringy and it's like you're literally just a kid. Miles Morales is like he's a kid, man, like and he's trying to deal with this, trying to be an adult. You know what I mean? Like
I know you snuck
it's
out
so
last night,
good.
Morales. Play dumb. Who's Morales?
I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then the hey.
Yeah. And like I really liked Peter B. Parker a lot in that movie.
Peter B. Parker.
And I'm sad that he didn't have nearly as big of a role in the second movie.
Into the Spider-Verse was Miles and Peter B. Parker's story. Across the
Yeah.
Spider-Verse was Miles and Gwen's story.
In Gwen. Yeah, exactly.
Which I don't think is a
And
bad thing. It just...
Yeah, it might be a hot take. I don't really like Gwen that much.
Really?
Yeah, she gives like pick me energy. I don't like it. I don't fuck with it.
She's a snow Spidey.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
The snow bunny Spidey.
Yeah, I guess so. Basically, like, she's just a pick-me girl.
I mean, she was hopping
like,
between Hobie and
yeah,
Miles.
Hobie and Miles, bro, and like, it's like
She
it's
got
like,
a type, dude.
she certainly has a type, and it's just like, yeah, I don't really like her that much. Yeah. I don't like Gwen that much.
Yeah, with Into the Spider-Verse, I mean, like I say, it and Breath of the Wild are like the same, like unique style.
Oh, the fucking dude, the animations in Across the Spider-Verse. Oh,
yeah, Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, yeah.
Yeah.
Like both, Breath of the Wild and Into the Spider-Verse unique style, kind of reinventing with a character and with a series that, debatably, people have been getting a little tired of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and both of them, people are like, that it is nearly perfect. It is, really, really good. I mean, the Into the Spider-Verse, the soundtrack is amazing. The animation's amazing. The characters are amazing. I love Spider-Man Noir. I love... I Peter B. Parker.
That's what, yeah, that's what I like about the first one, too, is, like, the side characters were better.
Yeah, I can quote...
Like, Across the Spider-Verse didn't really have that many notable side characters.
Yeah, I like...
Not nearly as many.
I'll get into them and stuff later, but, yeah, with Into the Spider-Verse, like, there's little moments that I can sit and quote, like when Noir is like, we don't pick the ballroom, we just dance.
Yeah, and then he's like, I don't understand this thing.
But I will. This is purple. No. Blue. No.
No.
Like, or the, my uncle, he's the Prowler. This is a pretty hardcore origin story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, the way they interact with each other and like just stuff like that, it's so funny. It's just, it's fun. It is such a fun movie, and it's aware that it's fun, and it's aware that it's a kids movie, which I love.
Exactly.
But
it's
it
so
also
good.
Still has such good undertones, like growing, trying to fill up a mantle, filling other people's shoes.
Yeah, exactly. And both movies have a great soundtrack, but I prefer the first movie soundtrack.
But like,
so that's what I'm saying. Like, just overall, Into the Spider-Verse is better to me. We'll get into it shortly, but there's definitely elements of Across the Spider-Verse that are way better, and that I definitely like more.
Yeah.
But I think overall, Into the Spider-Verse barely edges it out. It's super close, but it barely edges it out to me.
I could see that. Yeah, it's definitely close for me. It is very close, but two of my top 5 superhero movies now for sure, and probably maybe 2 of my top 10 favorite movies in general.
They're 2 of my top 3 favorite superhero movies.
2 of your top 3?
Yes.
Well, you got Dark Knight in them?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, they both... I mean, yeah, I do think they both beat out the Batman, honestly.
Yeah,
I think the Batman
is
4.
Yeah, probably the Batman at 4. There's maybe, like, Infinity War behind that or something.
Yeah, Infinity War or Logan. Or Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier, too. That one's good. But yeah, like... Both these movies are fantastic.
Yeah,
They would be, I think both of them would be towards the bottom of my top 10. But yeah, movies ever.
Both of them, when I try to figure out things I don't like about them, the list is very, very short. I mean, even with things I like with Into the Spider-Verse, again, like with the whole, like, the undertones and stuff like that, like, the filling up the shoes, like, the first time that Miles sees, his universe's Peter's suit, he's up, his head is up to its chest. The second time when he's before he paints it, you know, he's eye to eye with it. You know, moments like you know, things like that. Spider-Ham, I do kind of like, you know, Spider-Ham's pretty amusing.
He's pretty funny. Yeah. Penny Parker, pretty funny. Pretty silly.
Penny Parker. Yeah. And with both these movies, I love the fact that each one of them has their own unique, like, animation and stuff like that. It's great. It's great. I'm so excited for the third one.
It's sizing up to be the best, I think.
That's gonna be... I mean, talking about, like, the side characters and stuff, that's gonna be a team of side characters. I want to see Spider-Man and Hobie together.
Yeah, that's gonna be I think it's gonna be the best.
Yeah.
There's, like, wow. But yeah, I mean, we'll get into it. Let's talk about Across the Spiderverse. I definitely want to get into some spoilers, so I'm going to spoiler warning tag.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now.
We're throwing spoilers in here.
So if you haven't seen the movie yet, probably end here, go watch it, come back, whatever. If you have seen it, obviously, keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fucking good.
Ew.
It was really good. Like I said, I have it at number 2, but like this movie, like I think Miles Morales is the best Spider-Man ever in this movie. Ever. And I don't think it's close.
Okay.
I think his character is literally perfect in this movie. Literally perfect.
Yeah.
I would not change a thing about his character. That he is the one that is good. He is truly the only good Spider-Man. That is crazy.
Yeah. I will say that is one of the things I don't like about Across the Spider-Verse. I'm like, there's no way only like 4 Spider-Men are fighting with Miles.
No, what I didn't... I did want to say that too, which kind of takes away from it, is it's like, I also don't really like the idea that Spider-Man is the villain. I don't like to think that Spider-Man could kind of be a little bit evil, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's how Miguel is. Like, but like...
it's
Spider-Man...
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to believe that it's the overwhelming majority. You know what I mean? Like, that's hard to believe a little bit.
I liked the Lego Spider-Man.
That was good.
Miguel, we got an anomaly. Thank you, Peter. You're one of our best. And he did that Spider-Man does the boop beep.
Yep. Beep.
Like, again, with like little moments, it's like same as the first one. They're like really fun. It's like we have a video game guy, another video game guy, and it's PS4 Spider-Man. Are you talking to me?
I love when it shows all like the cutscenes too from like the first Spider-Man trilogy and the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah.
Like it's just they're just sitting there. It's funny. And then there was remember the popsicle Spider-Man?
Yeah, popsicle Spider-Man.
He was in the background.
There was a plushy Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I liked
Dude, Kitty Spider.
I liked 60s Spider-Man. I can do anything he can. Oh, I pulled something.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fun. It's such a fun movie. And I like
it's really
the
good.
Things that like Hobie was, you know, Spider-Punk was subtle, like kind of subtly saying to Miles the whole time, you probably don't want to be here. You should probably, you know, go home. Yeah. You know, like what's he say? Oh, he was like, don't fight in a war. Don't enlist in a until you know the war you're fighting, or something like that. Yeah, and Peter B. Parker was, you know, good again. I like him in it.
I agree.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
I liked him less, but yeah, I still liked him.
And the casting is so good with both of these movies. Oscar Isaac as Miguel is...
I did really like Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah.
He was cool.
Andy Samberg as the Scarlet Spider.
It was just a really good movie. I think, dude, when Spot went God mode, I got chills. Remember that?
What's that? Say that again?
When Spot went God mode.
Oh yeah.
When it was like the four of them and they were caught behind the glass and he goes into
that's right.
And then
that was like the right before.
And then he like gives Miles visions and shit and just fucking like it goes black and white and goes all crazy. I got chills. He literally became God.
Yeah, I liked Paviter or what's his name? It was like, well, there's another easy adventure for Spider-Man and huge explosion. Like, they really mastered comedic timing with these two movies. Like,
definitely
they're so good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Miguel, great. I liked when Miguel showed up to like the universe, like the 42 universe towards the end. Like he didn't use a watch. He like his blade things like literally ripped through like space and time. I liked that they didn't just give Miguel cake. They gave him a whole bakery back there, dude.
True.
I was like, why did they...
No, Miguel was just kind of scary, too.
True.
But it's like, damn, like, this guy's powerful. This guy's scary.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, this guy's probably the most powerful Spider-Man. Like, this guy's scary.
I loved Hobie, and he was such a good character. I liked, when he first saw Miles, he was like, a bit of advice, use the palm, not just the fingers. And then when Miguel trapped,
he's like,
yeah, he does that.
Or whatever,
yeah. Like, he was on Miles' side the whole time, even though, he totally slept with his girl.
Because he's against the establishment.
He totally slept with his girl, but,
Oh, definitely.
When he's like, you left your jumper at my place. And your toothbrush. Are those my chucks?
Yeah.
Or like saying things like, when Spot was like, "Oh, you're a joke to like, you think I'm a joke or whatever," and Miles is like, "No, you're definitely not a joke right now, right, guys?" And then like, Spider-Punk was like, "I don't believe in comedy, just kidding." Like, great character. Great character.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Too.
I like him a lot. There was this TikTok, right, of this person who gave this movie a 3 out of 10. He's like, I was just laughing at like, me and my friends were just like laughing at like how much forced diversity there was, and I'm like, dude, shut up.
It's like you're literally just racist.
Yeah, like shut up. Like, first of all, if you knew any of these source materials, you'd know these are already established characters. Like, second of all, it's not like changing a character's race for the sake of changing it. It's literally like, these are established characters who have already existed before, and they are not just, being faithful to the material, they are improving on the characters from the comic.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Miles was not a great character. Hobie was not a great character. Like, so Miguel was a pretty good character. Miguel's always been pretty good. But he's also, scary because he has spider genetics because he injects himself with random shit.
Like, the dude's just kind of a druggie.
Yeah, pretty much. I do love the Spider-Man 2099 theme, too. Or, like, the sound of, like, the portal when he's about to come through.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
that's nice.
Yeah, that was so good. Yeah, I did feel a little bad for Miles' dad in this movie, though.
Yeah.
I was like, poor guy just wants his son to be proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both just extremely, extremely good movies.
They're just fantastic.
Like, if I'm remembering right, I think Into the Spider-Verse I gave like an 86% in my ranking. I think Across the Spider-Verse might be an 86 to an 88 too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I think they're damn near a 9.
Yeah.
I think they are a 9 out of 10 for me.
Because, like, it's really... I can think of just enough things to say that they're not almost perfect, but, like, they're phenomenal. Like, it's really, like, little gripes. You know, like the first, Into the Spider-Verse, Kingpin isn't all that established, super established, and, like, stuff like little things like that. Across the Spider-Verse, I don't really like that, so few Peter Parkers are, on Miles' side.
Yeah, it is a little bit, like, unbelievable,
Yeah, Miles was so cold, though. When he was like, we did it before, let's run it back. And then, like, the other moment when he's like, I did lure hundreds of spider people away from your clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Mm-hmm. It's just... it's really good.
It is. It is.
And the ending, bro...
Oh.
It's a cliffhanger, but sheesh.
Yeah, people mad at it for being a cliffhanger.
Crazy, but it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm so excited to see Hobie and Noir together, man.
That's gonna be great.
Spider-Ham.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, oh my gosh. It's so good. So good. Man. I don't know if it... Did you notice that when they already showed, like, that the spider was supposed to bite the other Miles, when Spot was explaining his origin? Here, I think I have a screenshot.
But it's like, it's crazy, dude.
Like how it's like all black and white.
Spot might go crazy next movie.
Do you know what I'm talking about? When everything is like black and white and he's explaining his origin.
Yeah.
Braided Miles and a spider with a portal opening.
Damn.
Like, God.
So yeah, he was about to become Spider-Man and then became Prowler instead.
Yeah, and it makes things in Into the Spider-Verse make more sense because, like, in this Miles, the main character Miles' universe, he was meant to be the Prowler, and the Miles in the end of Across the Spider-Verse was supposed to be the only Spider-Man in his universe because, like, that universe doesn't have a Spider-Man. So, like, when Peter Parker and Miles first meet in Into the Spider-Verse, the colors change on Miles from purple and green, the Prowler's colors, to red and blue, Spider-Man's colors, because his fate literally just changed. Like, it makes things like that make more sense. And the fact that the number 42 is literally everywhere in both of the movies. Yeah, they are a 1-2 combo of movies.
Yeah, they are fantastic, man. They're really good.
They are two movies I can watch over and over and over and over and over and over and never get sick of them.
Yeah, literally.
Like, gosh, I don't even know what else to say. They're just damn near perfect. I might have to re-go over them.
I agree.
They're
just really good.
Be in the 90% for me. They might hit 90.
They are really good.
Yeah.
They are fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It'll be a long 9 months with No Beyond the Spider-Verse. Did you notice, the logos?
It's only 9 months till it comes out?
Yeah, it comes out in March, I think.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
The logos of them, right? So like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is red, and then Across the Spiderverse, the bottom half of the Spider-Man part is purple, and the other half is red, and Beyond is like all purple, so it's slowly changing to the Prowler colors too. Like, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm so excited for racist Spider-Man 2099 to come back. Because you're black!
That's literally what he's saying, too.
Pretty much. You don't belong here, you're not one of us. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, what you mean by that? They also...
But yeah.
Sony confirmed that there's going to be a live-action Miles, too. Like, I'm seeing these fan castings and stuff. I'm like, do you people forget that he's also half, like, Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rican, yeah.
Like, because they're saying things like, what's his face from Stranger Things?
Oh.
Should be him. It's like, he's half Puerto Rican. Like, he's an El Sabo, No Sabo. I love that they established that with this new movie, too, that he's...
he's not that great at Spanish.
He doesn't do well in Spanish. He can't speak Spanish very fluently, but it's pretty funny. Yeah. Perfect movies. Some of the best movies ever.
They're great.
Greatest movie all time, right there.
Yeah.
Nah, that's Morbius. I actually
True.
lied. It's like Morbius is...
Scrap the list. It's just Morbius 1 through 13. Fuck everything else. I don't watch anything else.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Dude, every day I wake up at 4:30 a.m. and I start my first run of Morbius, and I watch it until 1 a.m. 4:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. I watch Morbius on a loop.
Yeah.
And then I go to sleep for 3.5 hours.
With Morbius on.
I wake up with Morbius on, yeah. And then I wake up and I turn on Morbius.
Correct.
It's just...
That is what I do.
I've watched Morbius 10 more billion times at this point.
Easily. And that's a wrap.
Yeah. Mental disease.
Peace. Bye, Craig.
Bye, Craig. Peace.
Peace.